Hi everyone, welcome back. Today, we're getting back to setup work because I get to go back racing in 1 week. If you're new to the channel or a returning subscriber, either way, thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you have not subscribed, please consider doing so because that helps me so much on the business end, because I really want to try to grow the subscriber base, spread the message of short track racing, DIY, mechanic stuff, fabrication, you name it. I try to do all of it, even if I'm not that good at it. Doesn't matter to me. I just want to share it with everyone else. If you have some friends who might like this type of thing, share it with them. Try to get them to subscribe as well. I mean, I'm not asking for money from any of you people. I'm not asking for anything more than just hit a button and subscribe to me and maybe just be entertained. That's all I ask for, is just a little bit of participation in that. That's all I care about. I just want to entertain. I just want to share. Anyway, again, like I said in the opener, car's going on stands. Actually, it's not going on stands. It's going on blocks. I'm going to drive it up on blocks. Well, not drive it. Lift it onto blocks, because I don't think it's driving onto that. But I got to size tires. I got to do ride heights because I changed all the springs back to a setup theory that worked in the past. And we're going to go full steam ahead with that one and try to get this thing figured out. So she's got to go on blocks. I have actually some body work to do. I'll be honest with you. I'll show you in a second. Again, if you're new to the channel, you might not be familiar with my car, but I race street stocks around the Connecticut area. Street stocks. They're basically limited late models now, which kind of sucks, but we'll gloss over that. Nobody familiar with my car. I have steel bodies on it, but I have plastic everything else. So that's why it looks like bacon, because when I put these plastic fenders on, I did it in the wintertime and forgetting that summertime it's going to get hot and expand. So now it looks like someone's 20-year-old t-shirt. Anyway, another problem is that I kind of used plastic to tie a lot of stuff in and beef it up. And I'm kind of glad I did, because it saved the fender from getting ripped off, but this got ripped off. So I think I'm going to take these little tie-ins that I made and probably get rid of them and put some sheet metal there instead to kind of tie it together. And the other side has it as well. I think I might have to do that. To be fair though, the car, for all the kind of beating and banging I've been doing, it holds up really well with these plastic panels. But again, that is the only issue, is that you can damage it really easy. On this side, I kind of got this, to be honest, I don't know how, but it's pooched in. I do see a tire mark though. I think it might have heated it up and moved it in. So I think the way that we can do body work is by taking a heat gun and heating up this area and just kind of holding it until it cools off. And then that should reshape it. Up front here, I don't know if I'm going to really fix this, because it's pulled one rivet out. The rest of them are fine. It's just kind of knocked in. I can't really get in there to push it out unless I pull the top off, which I might be able to do. It's only duct taped in. And I think I hooked somebody's back corner and it popped this off. So I'll just chuck a rivet in there and that should be fine. Left side could use a coat of paint to cover up all this crap. But other than that, it's really not that bad. The benefit of using kind of sheet plastic, I guess you can call it. Some people call it roll plastic, but I bought it in 4x8 sheets. It was literally, I think, $50 for 2 sheets, or $50 a sheet. I forget how much it was. Trust me, it's a lot cheaper than sheet metal right now. But it holds up really well. I just can't do anything with it when it gets tire marks on it, other than kind of spraying it with spray paint, and that's I mean, you're never going to match the color up if you don't paint it, but if you paint it, then you're going to have paint flakes all over the place. And but the nice part of it is your competitors are very thankful for you to run this type of stuff, because you don't cut their tires. Except I run against guys who use nothing but sheet metal, and they don't roll their fenders. They just cut them with a Sawzall, and I end up with cuts all in the sidewalls of my tires and they end up shaving parts of my body off because they aren't considerate enough to do what I do. Even when I ran sheet metal bodies, I would roll my fenders so that it was a nice smooth edge all the way around, and nobody would ever cut a tire off of my car. But some people are jerks, I guess is the nice way to put it. But anyway, I gotta do that and everything I told you before. So that's the plan. To use the correct lens on the time lapse there, but you know, we didn't get everything in screen, but we'll gloss over that. I put her on scales and scale pads because it's just the easiest way for me to check ride height and adjust as the scale number changes, because then I can figure out what corner I want to take it from or put it in and whatever the case may be. But I got it to the number I want, but I'm not exactly happy with what the heights are because I really kind of need to stick around a specific number, and I don't want to go too crazy because if I do, that could throw my geometry off and I'd have to go back and do bump steer again. I mean, I can, it's not a big deal, but you know, I'm trying to just make sure that I don't go too overboard and change too much. And since everything kind of came together really quickly and all I really need to do is fix one corner for ride height, maybe. It's still legal, be honest. It is legal. I just not sure if it's going to work out or not. I'll consult a few people, but since I'm actually kind of ahead of the game, I'm just going to call it for the night and go inside and make some dinner because, you know, can't starve yourself all day, I suppose. But yeah, everything's looking pretty good. We might play with a little bit of air pressure just to try to get some of the lateral grip back in the car, because that's been an issue lately. And you know, we're working on it. Of course, I've been working on it for how long now? 3 years. Yeah, it's not going very well, but again, we're learning and we're trying things, and I went through a short period of time where I was ahead of the curve when it came to setup, and I was dominating because of it, and then everybody caught up, and once they caught up, then I got behind. So, you know, I was experimenting the whole time, and the whole time everybody else was kind of hitting their stride, and I already had hit mine, and I was just trying to make that little bit extra, you know what I mean? You got to find that little bit extra and experiment to do it, and now we're behind. So all that time I spent trying to figure out that little extra, we got so far away from what worked that now we got to restart at square one, I think. And I know I've said that a bunch of times, but to be fair, that's not really square one. This is more square one. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna hit it for today, and I'll be back, shoot, maybe tomorrow. It's actually 2 days later. I went and attacked my yard with Roundup because Well, it's being taken over by bittersweet and poison ivy, poison oak, poison everything, so I have to go punch nature in its face. But so it's a couple days later, like I said, and I'm not really happy with the ride height. Pardon the noise, I got the air conditioning on as loud as it'll possibly go, just because it's usually hotter than hell in here. So I'm not really happy with the left front height. It's not bad, but it's kind of throwing off my geometry. So I don't think it's really a necessarily bad thing, but I kind of want to develop this setup for more than one track, so it kind of requires me to put it more in the ballpark of legal everywhere. And I don't know if it's going to be the fastest, but we'll try it just to try it. So anyway, back to work. Ran another scale on it just to see what it looked like for ride heights and numbers, and testing all sorts of different stuff for setup. I didn't mind it, didn't look bad, but I still got to go through and fix the bodywork because that looks like poop. So does that. I'll probably take the heat gun to her. I'm going to fix this too because that's flapping a little bit. And I got to fix this grill here, nothing major. That didn't fix it. Oh well. Anyway, I'm probably going to leave it the way it is now. I'm going to put it in the air so that I can work on it a little bit more easily, so I'm not sitting on the ground doing this stuff. And I'll probably finish scaling when we actually go racing next Wednesday. So that's on the agenda for now, and hopefully hopefully I can actually do some magic with this body, because it's not like a hammer and dolly. You can't just hammer it out. So whatever, we'll see what happens. It's been a couple days and it's obviously no cooler out, if you judge my appearance. Still got some body work to do. I got the car up in the air like you can see, and I obviously am going to still go through and scale it one more time before we load it up, just to make sure. And I'm going to try to fix this plastic stuff, because I haven't had to fix dents in plastic yet. Plus I got those missing rivets in the front that I'm just going to chuck back in. I don't even know if I'm going to put any metal over them or not, but that's on tap for now. And I don't know what else is left for this video, because I got to get it out before we go racing on Wednesday, which is 2 days from recording right now. And I got to lose weight. This is my very sophisticated method of making race cars look better. I don't buff, I don't wax, I don't polish. Maybe that day will come someday, who knows, but for right now, this is for my buddy Jeff. There you go. And while we're here, oh, look at that, didn't even, okay, I got a lot of overspray. What's the difference? Somebody's just gonna screw it up and take me 3 wide again anyway, and you know, if they do, I'll just wreck them, because I'm kind of sick of it. Anyway, I said that out loud. I wasn't directing that at Jeff, by the way. Oh, there's one. Not anymore. Oh, there's another one. Guys, could you stop running into me? I gotta keep putting paint on the car. I don't want people to run into me just because I'm lazy. I don't want to have to repaint the thing. Oh, there's another one. It's always in the left rear because somebody always thinks they can drive into the corner faster and they never can. And they end up in my left rear like everybody else. I think we got one more. Yep. All right. Oh, Jeff will like that. There we go. Oh, got some on the tire. Oh, well. Oh, there we go. See? Good as new. So as the car sits, I'm dying. Oh, God. I'm dying from all the paint fumes. I got to get out of here. But, I'm too old for this junk. Oh, I forgot one. I'm going to have to put a rivet in there, but I'll put that in later. It looks pretty well done. All I have to do is stick her back on scales one last time on Tuesday before I load it up, and we'll be good to go. It doesn't look like I made any headway by heating and moving that. This looks better, but who knows how long it'll stay like that. If I walk into it, it'll probably bend again anyway. So I think we're ready, to be completely honest. I'm ready for a shower, obviously, because I'm fat and old and not good in heat, even though I'm out in it all day anyway. So, anyway, I wanted to keep this a secret, but there is something coming down the pipeline. There's a lot of things in the pipeline, if I'm completely honest. I've got a classic car project. I've got a classic Saab project that we're going to come back to. I've got this thing, and I got something else coming. You might not like it. I don't even know if I like it yet because I don't even have it yet, but that's coming soon. That's going to come after the racing video. This thing's ready to go, like I said. I just got to do one last scale. Hopefully that won't take too long. Hopefully it's just me looking over ride heights, looking over numbers, set the bar wherever I want it, and see how it goes, and then load the trailer up. Hopefully tomorrow, which is when I'm going to load it, is going to be an easy day, and I got to get the heck out of this garage. But thank you all. It's another short video for you. I just want to start putting videos back out, even if they're nothing. I just want to get that back out to you. I just walked over a pile of boxes. You can see that they're soaking wet. Well, my garage got flooded when we got all that rain with that Vermont and everybody got flooded out. My garage got a little flooded. Some of my tools got wet and rusty, and my box of pop rivets apparently was on the floor, so that's disgusting now. So it's a lot better than being flooded out of my house though, so I still think about those people up north. I know they're starting to come back around, and that just stinks all around. But thank you all again for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. There's a lot more coming, trust me, but you just got to give me time. And I really like entertaining people, and I like putting this stuff out on my channel, and I appreciate everybody who's been there along for the ride with me, and we got some stuff in store. So if you know anybody, like your friends or something, are interested in cars and mechanics and engineering, maybe even, I'm kind of going down that road too, send them my way. Again, I'm not asking for no money. I'm not asking for nothing more than your time and a button push to say subscribe, and just kind of be entertained by what I do, though I can share my love and my interest in racing, mechanics, engineering with all of you as well. I'm gonna go inside, but thank you all again for watching another short video on setting up and doing stuff. I greatly appreciate it. Till next time.